Hello and welcome to all of our Gold viewers who are here with us today. I'm Kristen Schwartz, licensed midwife and one of the MCs here at Gold. I am very excited today to have a guest with me here today, Maryse Arendt. Welcome, Maryse.
Hello to all of you.
It is so wonderful to have you here with us at Gold. You are one of our presenters for the Gold Lactation Online Conference 2025, and you have a very important topic, the important topic of the International Code as a Living Document, the latest on digital marketing. And I can't wait to talk to you a little bit more about that. But first of all, let's talk about you. You are, of course, an expert on the code. So tell us a little bit about your background here.
I'm a lactation consultant, IBCLC, but I'm also involved very much in advocacy. So I have joined IPFAN, and IPFAN is the specialist, the NGO that was started when the code was adopted, or even before the code was adopted, because they were involved in the drafting of the code. And so I'm trying to give my knowledge. I pass it to you.
So you were right there. I mean, basically
No,
from
no,
the
I was not here, not there then,
okay.
but I joined much later.
Okay. Fantastic though. Thank you for clarifying that, So give us a little bit of a background on the code because I know many of our IBCLCs are watching here today. They are familiar, but for our viewers here, just to give us a basic overview, what is the code?
Code is a document which has been adopted as a resolution at the World Health Assembly. It should have been adopted as a more strong document, but now it has gained strength during the years because it's also referenced uh, the uh, in the Child Rights Convention and also in the women's rights. So its countries have to act on the code.
Mhm. And the code has gone through a lot of updates over the years, I was assuming.
Yes, it has been a lot of updates because on one side the product range of infant formulas have changed a lot in the
Hmm.
past 40 years. And of course, a document has to be adapted to those new products or also to new marketing techniques, even that the marketing techniques are not explained or detailed in the code. So the code should cover wherever marketing happens.
Hmm.
But now there has been a new document about digital marketing, and I will explain more about this in my presentation.
In your presentation. That's why we invited you here because digital marketing, oh my goodness, there is so much to it, right? It exploded over the years since the internet and in so many different ways as well, right? I mean, it is not just the pop-up ads that we see, but it's also influencers on YouTube or on TikTok, right? And it can be quite deceitful and tricky, and we might not always be able to um, uncover it or see through it right away because, there is maybe a person talking, a mom talking about her experiences, and we feel like maybe as parents ourselves, oh, this is somebody we can relate to. Obviously, that's very purposefully orchestrated in many cases, but it looks so natural as if there's just a mom talking to us, right? And many moms, want the best for their babies, and of course they are very vulnerable also, at the same time because they have a lot of questions and a lot of concerns. And am I doing this right? And I want to do the best for my baby, right? So it has become incredibly difficult, right, to see through some of the things that are being done and to identify it and also work with it, right, Maryse?
Because it also, I think a billboard, you only see it when you pass near the billboard in the street. But now with the internet, the marketing can touch you just in very weak moments when your baby is crying and
Mm,
when you will be offered some special formula, anti-colic, or special formula to sleep for the baby to sleep through the night, which are all unproven claims.
of course.
But when you are just feeling overworked and you need help with your baby,
Mm-hmm.
just opening your phone and seeing such advertisements in different forms, as you say, like from an influencer, would make you very tempted to try immediately.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And sometimes we all feel like that our phones are, and maybe they are, I'm not a technical expert on that, listening to us, right? Like maybe we Googled something about, like, as you mentioned, baby is crying, right? Like, what can I do in that case? And pop up all these ads and things. Oh, colic this and formula that, and so in our the algorithm remembers and pushes more of this kind of advertisement towards us, right? So it becomes really, really tricky to kind of, even with best intentions and even with a lot of education, to always see through that, right? And not be tempted, or as you said, tempted, or mistaking it for, oh, this is scientifically proven, or a doctor is saying that. I mean, especially parents, they are in such a vulnerable place when it comes to their children. Yeah.
They are
So
really vulnerable at those moments.
in your presentation, so tell us a little bit about what you will be going through to
I will
cover.
start with the code, or even the what has led up to the code, to give us a full picture what is about the code, because there might be people coming to the lecture who have not yet much experience about the code. So I start with some background about the code and how it has developed over the decades, I would say, not only years,
Mm-hmm.
and then also have a special focus on our duty as healthcare professionals, because the code has several chapters which are linked to us, or future resolutions which are linked to us as healthcare workers, and our duty, and also the duty of our employers in this. And then I'm coming to the digital marketing and what recently has been done on this.
Mm-hmm. And what is interesting too is, my question is, I love how you describe this in your presentation. It is a living document. It's not something static. It applies to everyday life, and it needs to be updated and such. And so, looking at the future, I know I'm not asking you to forecast the future, but what are you seeing with regards to the code, where maybe updates in the future might be needed?
I think we have a good code and very detailed documentation, but our countries are not up to date.
Hmm.
They are accepting, or not really accepting heartfully, what was discussed at the World Health Assembly, and then they are going home and they feel like, oh, this might be good for other countries, but not for us. And
Mhm.
they are staying inactive. And there also we need sometimes reporting to the Child Rights Committee in Geneva about the inactivity on the code. And then hopefully the Child Rights Committee would talk to our government and make them a recommendation to get more active on the code. And
Fantastic.
sometimes this helps for
Yeah.
countries. And I think also what we would need is that um, uh, high-income countries often see the code as something for low and middle-income countries, and they are ignoring that we have also poor people who can't afford the formula, and where also the health of babies is endangered,
Yeah.
and would really save a lot of healthcare costs, even in high income countries, if babies would be breastfed following the recommendation of WHO.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So there is still a lot to be done also in the field of advocacy, as you mentioned now, on the
Yes.
high level, on country level, but also then on, going down into all the different levels there as
Yes,
well.
of course. Also in the hospitals we are working, or in the healthcare system we are working in. So there's also that it can get better there.
Hmm.
And for example, the baby-friendly hospital would help there, because the code is now part of step one in the baby-friendly hospital.
Absolutely. Yes. There's still a lot of work to be done, as you mentioned. So, Maryse, I can't wait for your presentation to learn more, to be up to date on the latest on the code, especially with regards to digital marketing. Thank you so much for being here with me today.
Yeah, thank you, and see you soon, all.
Yes, see you soon. And some information now for our viewers here. This presentation, as I mentioned, the International Code as a Living Document, the latest on digital marketing by Maryse Arendt, is part of our Lactation online conference of 2025. We get started just around the corner with our open access keynote presentation that is available and free to everyone. So if you want to check out the program, the conference, of course, this presentation and the keynote, and sign up for the keynote, we invite you to go to goldlactation.com to find the more information there. And thank you all for watching, and I hope to see everyone at the conference. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.